Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear. Wait, can you hear me? Probably not. Hold on. Let me grab my mic. Oops. Uh-oh. Just a mess. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There we go. That should be better. Hopefully. I hope you guys can hear me. Hi, everybody. I know my lighting is awful. Forgive me, but it's about to actually get dark a little bit, in a little bit anyway. But I figured I would come on here and talk to y'all. I haven't done it in a while, so I figured I would. So, hope all of you are doing awesome, awesome, awesome. Hold on a second. Where's the thingamajig? No, that's not it. Yeah. Okay, just a minute. Where's the Oh, I can't find it. I don't see it. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't think can you guys hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me in the chat, let me know, because I don't know if you can. Hi, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure, because I know sometimes it can be a little wackadoodle. I know my lighting is awful. I swear I need to get a new lighting thingamajig. Hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on. Hey, okay. Well, first of all, before I get into it, can you hear me? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. Like, type a yes or no in the comment section, because I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, perfect. Good. I wasn't sure if you guys could hear me or not. Well, I just wanted to come on here really and just shoot the shit with y'all. Like, I really did. Like, I don't have anything of importance to talk about. I guess we can talk about today is the last night of the full moon in Sagittarius. So I hope you guys have, put towards the not things you want to manifest, but more so things that like, because full moons are symbols of completion. So things that you want to complete in your life, things that you feel you need to let go of, because there's also the Sagittarius full moon too. So it's all about letting go of things that don't serve you, letting go of like unhealthy habits. That could be everything from losing weight. That could be everything from getting rid of clutter, things like that. So I hope you guys have been doing that. I know I certainly have. I ended up, oh, and speaking of, I hope you like my nails? You like the color? They actually color change. It's a color changing nail polish. Like it's like depending on the lighting, it can be like a gold, like a brownish gold, like a copper, or it can be like a purple. I love it. I love this uh, nail lacquer. What's the name of this stuff anyway? Oh, it is. Hold on. It's ILNP, I guess. If you guys can see that, I have it backwards. Or it's backwards on the camera, but yeah. Yeah, but no, nothing really. Nothing. Like, I just want to check in with y'all. What's going on with all of y'all? I just figured I'd pop on and say, hey. I know it's been a week for a lot of us. I know, like, what happened in California, in San Jose, condolences to all the people in San Jose, and just a whole bunch of stuff. So what's going on for Memorial Day? For Memorial Day weekend, what are you guys going to do? I mean, aside from eating barbecue, do you have any plans? I either plan to, I may cook. Well, no, I ain't going to cook. I plan on cooking, and I probably, I may go out tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. I'm seriously thinking about going out, like getting myself, a little gussied up and going out, doing my thing. So we'll see. But who knows? Because right now in Texas, it's been raining off and on. It's been raining for the past 3 weeks. So hopefully, if it doesn't rain too much tomorrow, I may go out. But we'll see. We'll see. But I may not. Because I have to admit, I've actually enjoyed being at home. I've enjoyed kind of like, being in my own house and, doing nothing for the past, well, I shouldn't say doing nothing because I have been going out, but going out more so in terms of like for business, not just pleasurable stuff. So, yeah. So I'm kind of looking forward to, going out a little bit. I might go out for a drink. I'm thinking about it. I bought some outfits. I might as well use them. So, and I bought some makeup and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see. Plus, honey, I want people to see these nails. I mean, just saying. Okay, so, we'll see. But yeah, just wanted to come on here and just say hello to you guys. I was going to do a video last night, but I was uber tired. And that was because the guy that came in and installed my new bed, he came in. A guy that came in to take my old bed came in. So I was busy from the top of the morning to the bottom. I was busy. And I managed to do some form of worship and celebration in honor of the full moon last night. But by the time I was done, I was dead to the bed tired. So I just knocked out. Oh, and while you're here, if you want, give me give me a thumbs up, give it a like. That way I can appear in the algorithm. And also too, if you want, if you do have like any reading questions, I mean, I am a psychic after all, you're more than welcome to ask it too. Because, excuse me, I'm gonna be on here for a minute. So you guys are more than welcome to ask anything you like. I don't mind. But if you, and now mind you, this will be a sample reading, but if you want to get, you want to get a more in-depth reading, you're more than welcome to go to my website, which is psychicleo.com. That's psychicleo.com. Okay. So you say you're telling me to go out and do it for you. You work in retail and groceries, so work. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Well, like I said, depending on the weather, I may go out because I'm thinking about it. I'm seriously considering it because I wouldn't mind going out for a drink. Because I went ahead, I got vaccinated, as I said in the earlier video. And I'm like, why not? Let me go out and, have a little fun, go out and mingle a little bit. But to be honest with you, like, I'm not really a go out. Well, I'm more of a loungy person. Like, I like quiet. I don't like a lot of rigmarole. I really don't. And I don't know if that's because I'm getting older but you know what? Even when I was younger, well, that's not necessarily true. Hey, MS, in my MS, in my ASMR, yes. You know what? Believe it or not, I've actually wanted to do one of those videos. I seriously consider doing one. If you can, like I said, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, please, 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 please. But no, I honestly, okay, maybe it's not an age thing, but I love, and I shouldn't say I like quiet, but I like lounging environments. I like environments where you can move about freely. I like where the music serves as background noise. And I like where you can mingle, you can talk. And to me, in clubs, you can't really do that. It's loud. I mean, I get the purpose of a club. You're really there to thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You're really there to have your fun and drink or whatever. But but I'm thinking I might go out tomorrow night. Why not? Let me see. It depends on three things. It depends on the weather. It depends on money. And it depends on how I'm feeling. So, but if I'm feeling up to it, I may actually go out, throw on me some jeans and, shake my tail feather for a little bit. So I might, but thank you. So yeah, like, what do you got? Like, I know, Five said that she's working for Memorial Day. So ASMR, what are you doing for Memorial Day? Are you going to cook? Are you going to barbecue? I know Sunday I'm cooking. Sunday I'm either going to make barbecue chicken or I'm going to make fried chicken. It depends. Because I'm actually, okay, now this may sound funny. I may get my black card a little bit, I would say revoked, but reviewed. And that is the one thing I don't know how to do is fried chicken. I really don't. I am horrible at it. And you would think, as much as I love to eat, as much as I love food, that I would know how to fry chicken, but I really don't. And I shouldn't say I don't know how to fry. I do. Excuse me, but I always get the temperature wrong. Either I get it too hot where I burn it, or I get it not hot enough, like one of the two. So just saying. But I bought a deep fryer. So hopefully that'll solve that problem. We'll see. But yeah. So I'm either gonna barbecue or I'm gonna fry chicken this weekend with macaroni and cheese, because I've been itching for some macaroni and cheese. And I'm the kind of, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I am the kind of person where with my macaroni and cheese, I have to shred the cheese myself. I can't do the pre-shredded cheese. Well, I shouldn't say that. I can, but I don't like to. I'd rather do, you know. Sorry, I know I didn't mean to. Every time I come on here, I'm always burping or something. Hello, MK James. Yes, hello. How are you? But no, I'm a cook. I love being at home. I love soft music. I love cooking. I'm very domestic, believe it or not. And socially, I'm a bit of a butterfly. Like, I really am. I'm more of a butterfly kind of person. Like, let me go around. I'll mix and mingle, but give me an environment where I want to do that. In clubs, you don't really get to do that. But there's a club out here in Houston called, I think is it Crockers? Crockers, and it has an outdoor patio. So what I may do is go there tomorrow evening. Yes, exactly. Thank you, MK James. Exactly. Yes. I love jazz, cooking a rainy. Yes. Yes, honey. A rainy day. Perfect snuggling weather. Yeah. get under the covers and don't come out until later on. I love things like that. So I'm not a, and like I said, it maybe was my age because, listen, I don't have Megan needs, okay? Megan, honey, I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. You and your needs, listen, wonderful. Give you applause. But I don't have those, okay? I have Heather needs. I don't have Megan needs, okay? Heather needs are the needs that have been through a few things, and though they're strong, they you give them a minute, it's like the Tin Man, you gotta oil them up, So, no, but I'm not really a club hopping person, but I figured I might go out tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. If it depends, like I said, on the three things I mentioned earlier. If I'm up to it, if the weather's good, because it's been raining off and on like crazy here, and hell, if I had the money, because let's be real, like being that I am disabled, I don't drive because of my disability, so I Uber a lot. And I swear I could own stock in Uber and Lyft. I really could. So, going to and from, all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for joining me. I don't want to miss anybody. Thank you so much. But yes, love and jazz, cooking a rainy day. That's me. That's me to the T. I don't like a lot. I don't know. I like intimate. Intimate is what makes me happy. It doesn't take much to make me happy, believe it or not. Play a little stock market. You know what? Believe it or not, I am doing it. I'm actually investing now as I'm, luckily, and I will say this, when it came to like the whole stimulus packages, when we were getting our stimulus checks, with a lot of that, that's what I did. I put a lot of that money into the market because I said, well, just in case something goes down, I better have an emergency fund. You know what I mean? Just for myself. So I did that, and I've been playing with it a little bit. And I also invested in myself and bought a few things. I bought I have a brand new bed, a bed I've always wanted. I've always wanted a canopy bed, like those 4-poster canopy beds, and I love those, so I bought one. And when I tell you I live for it, I live for it. All I need now is a man to go in it. Or two, No, but yeah, life has been treating me very, very kind. And as I said before, thank you. Thank you so much. And as I said before in a previous video, I'm really learning that you make your home. Because as I said, I've been living in Houston for 3 years. And in the beginning, when I first moved here, my goal was, I said, well, I'll live here for about 2 years, tops. And then, COVID happened. And because last year I was going to move. I seriously was like, well, I'm going to move. I got this. And then COVID happened. And I'm like, well, okay. And I've been here ever since. And I think, like I was telling my actual therapist this, I think me moving to Houston is not about just, because in the beginning it was about me, increasing business and things like that. But now what I'm starting to understand is that moving here is about me. It's about me and finding out who I am and getting to know myself at the core. And that's what I've been doing so far. And so far it's been, excuse me, y'all. My goodness, it's been rough, but it's been good. Oh, you in St. Louis? Yes, the city that I love to hate. Oh no. You're my old stomping grounds. Okay. Well, if you can you bring me some pork steak? Can you send me some pork steak? I will so PM you my address. Send me some pork steak, child. I want some pork steak. And send me some White Castle. What else? I don't want no Vest soda. Don't send me no Vest soda. Let's see. What else is famous? And some what do you call that? That pizza. What's the name of that pizza? Emos. Yes. Send me some emos. Yes. Send me some emos. Okay, I need you to write this down. 5. I need you to write it down. Send me some emos, some White Castle, some Jimmy John's. What's up? Some Riplets. As a pork steak. When I tell you, listen, I don't, okay, and this is going to sound cruel as shit, but it's true. I don't miss the weather in St. Louis. I don't miss the people. I miss the food. The food, now I wouldn't say this. The Midwest is a lot of things, but when it comes to food, baby, okay? Chicago style pizza, my whole life. Gary's popcorn, my whole life. You know, a best. Yes, send me a best. Send me a best soda, please. Send me a best soda, child. A peach best. So MK James and all of you, what are you doing for Memorial Day weekend? How are you celebrating your time off? Yeah, I know, right? Okay, my God. Like I said, I don't miss you know what? I've never had a St. Paul sandwich. Have I? No. I've had a muffaletta, which I love when I went to Soulard for Mardi Gras. But I never had a St. Paul. What exactly is a St. Paul? I'm all up, I love anything about food. Because honestly and truly, like I've said before, if I wasn't in the business that I am now, I would honestly be a cook. I probably would be a cook because I love just the feeling that people get when they get good food. Like it makes me just so happy, and I love people. So, oh, you're cooking out. Oh, nice. And you're working on your garden. That's wonderful. That's one thing that I actually wish I could do. I wish I could garden. Unfortunately, where I live, there's no room. Like I live in urban sprawl, so there's no room for a garden. But I know you can do indoor ones too. Yeah, I seriously considered becoming a chef. Even when I was very young, I thought about it. Hell, I actually may go to culinary art school or take a cooking class because I love just the whole thing. I love cooking. Plus, it's fun. But see, I have to watch it. Excuse me, because I know me. If I cook too much, I'll be big as a house, and I'm only 5'1". I can't. No, ma'am. I eat too much, and no, ma'am, I can't. Oh, hi, Chalisa. You said it's raining in DC, so you're catching up on your BD. Now that's a good idea. That's a great way to spend Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, I have to admit, I do love DC. Baltimore, or I shouldn't say Baltimore. Maryland, it depends. Maryland, I can my best friend's from Maryland, and that's right, I said Maryland, not Maryland. Okay. Yes. Oh, that sounds so good. I love egg foo young. Believe it or not, I love egg foo young. I love anything with gravy. See, now you're getting me hungry. But I like DC better. I think if I had to pick, I would pick DC. But the only negative thing that I didn't like about DC when I went to go visit, and I've been to DC quite a few times, was for me, the infrastructure was awful. For it to be where the nation's capital is, the infrastructure was just awful. And the homelessness. I've never seen so much homelessness in my life. But it was very glaring, but hey. But DC is a great town. And of course, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I used to live in Virginia. I lived in Richmond for 4 years, like all through high school. So the fried rice is basically egg foo young without gravy, filled with what you like on some bread. That actually sounds really good. I might have to try that or try to make it one day. But yes. Oh, and let me see, what else have I done? I'm finally learning how to make cheesecakes. I have all this cream cheese, right? But I've never made a cheesecake before. And I love cream cheese. I know how to make frostings and stuff, but I don't know how to make a cheesecake. So I finally bought the springform pans. Yeah, finally bought them. Let's see. So what do you guys want to talk about? Because I don't want to sit here and just ramble. What y'all want to talk about? tell me what's going. Keep me abreast on what's going on in the news. Because I don't know. I don't really do the news. Well, no. Let me not say that. I don't do it as much as I used to. The one thing I have been into, if you're really looking for something good to watch on TV, even though it's a little heavy, is I Sniper. It's about the documentary, the series that Vice did about the DC sniper. What I tell you, I mean, my goodness, like my wow, just television. What else? I've been getting into polls, of course, with it being the last season. I I kind of agree. It's funny. I watch a lot of reviews on here. Like I watch Really Be TV. I watch James Caldwell, Spiller Boy. Who else do I watch? Of course, my girl Melanated Crowns. That goes without saying. That's my daughter. Let me see. Who else do I actually watch a lot? I watch The Conscious Lee a lot. I love The Conscious Lee. I just live for him. Though he can't dance to save his life, poor baby. But I love him. I think he's great. And I would love to do his show, the Chop It Up show. Love to do the show. He can be a little bit radical sometimes, but I do like him. And I watch, well, she's not on here as often, but I watch Much Love for Kentucky every now and again, like her old stuff. But she's now on Twitch. She's a Twitch girl now. But it's funny, I'll watch the reviews and then I'll go back and I'll watch the show. And I actually can tell, like with polls, some of the reviews are true because like with Spiller Boy, when he was reviewing polls, and I was like, I kind of agree with him that it's become very storybook this season, and it has. Because I often forget that this season is set in 94. And for me, I was in junior high school. So yeah, like a lot of what we're seeing happening on polls. Now, if you watch the show, I don't want to give too much away. But if you watch the show, it doesn't seem realistic. It just seems very far-fetched. But I have to admit, I was one of those people that at first I was like, oh, I don't want polls to end. It shouldn't end. It's a great show. There's so much they could, work with. Whereas now I'm kind of like, maybe you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like now I'm kind of like, okay, let it go. But I've been watching that. What else have I been watching? I Sniper, polls. What else do I watch? I don't really watch a lot of TV. And you would think with me having like all the bells and whistles and stuff when it comes to television. Oh, I'm watching Luis Miguel. If you know anything about Latin music, I'm watching Luis Miguel, the series. And when baby, Luis Miguel, the series is the shit. Like, if you know anything about Latin music, even if you don't, go back and watch the first season of it. Watch it with the translation or the English dub. Personally, I prefer the translation. But watch it, and when I tell you it is good TV, it is good TV. Luis Miguel's dad was a son of a bitch. For real, for real. And I would do a card today, but my cards are actually getting cleansed by the full moon and the sunlight. Yeah, I have two. Like I'm kind of, with it now, and I will say this, even though this doesn't relate to Pose itself, I'm happy for Billy Porter for him coming out and revealing his truth. I think it's fantastic. I think, I know that's not easy for him, but I'm proud of him, and I gotta give it to him. That man, what I tell you, because I saw the cover shoot he did for the Hollywood Reporter, he looks fantastic. I like his body is sick owning to me, so he looks great. Yeah, but I'm proud of him though for coming out and owning his truth and freeing himself, and now he can fully, like you can just tell just by looking at him that no, I didn't see the Hollywood Unlocked interview with Angela Stanton. No, sir. You know what? Okay. Since you brought up Miss King, or Miss Kane, since you brought her up. Now I'll be the first one to tell you. In the beginning, like when she came out with the whole Phaedra and Apollo stuff, I was here for it. I was like, okay, she just like, I'm like, she is way too detailed to be lying about it, right? Then, and I followed her for that. I was like, okay, whatever. And then when the whole, I'm not gonna say his name because that's Voldemort. That's what we'll call him, Voldemort. When Voldemort came out here, yes, Miss Kane. So when Voldemort came out here, and she was by his side, and she became one of the children of Voldemort. That's when I was like, oh, okay, you one of them. And I used to follow her on Instagram, right? And I would read a lot of her posts. And I was like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. And a lot of her posts were filled with propaganda, misinformation, just things that if a person who doesn't know any better, excuse me, y'all, if a person who doesn't know any better reads too much into it, they'll take it as fact. And just a lot of sensationalism. And I had to stop following her because here's the thing. This was, and I forgot what it was. I remember. She made a post about abortion rights, right? About pro-life, pro-choice. And it, how a lot of pro-lifers do. They'll have misinformation about a baby, And I read that and I'm like, wait a minute. If I were a woman, though I am not a woman, but if I were a woman and I read that and saying I was pregnant, due to no fault of my own, you know what I'm saying? And I read this, I would feel an overwhelming sense of guilt and pain. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, I wouldn't want that. Like if that was my daughter, I would not want that for my daughter, And I had to stop following her after that. Because here's the thing, and this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. We can all agree to disagree. I'm not pro-abortion at all. I'm not pro-abortion. I'm pro-option. Abortion is just one of those options that are on the table. Okay? I don't believe that you should use abortion as your form of birth control. But if you choose to do that, that's your right as a human being. And that's your right as a woman. I am not a woman. There's no way I can tell a woman what to do with her own body. And I would never do that. And that's something that I'll never understand. I'll never understand where men in power feel they have the right to tell a woman whose body chemistry they don't have, who yeah. But no, she irks I don't care for her. And being the fact that she has a transgender daughter, I definitely don't care for her and the way she treats her. And I heard about her being on Dr. Phil, and I can't watch her. She would trigger me in a lot of ways because I've been around women like her. I've been around people like her, and I find it sad. And I find that she's a very unhappy woman. She's not, what am I trying to say? She's not a woman that's fulfilled, in my opinion. Exactly, Chalisa. She's very toxic. Thank you. That's it. She's very toxic. Now, and I'm gonna talk about him because okay. So can we talk about Paulie Brown for just a minute, y'all? Yes, that's my Playboy friend. Paulie Brown. Paulie Brown, that's my Playboy friend. Yes. With his Aries self. Kwame, now mind you, I am not into sports. The only sport that I really got into, and this proves how gay I am, the only sport that I really got into was figure skating. Okay? And that's because figure skating is basically ballet on ice. So I heard about this whole Paulie Brown and Charlemagne stuff. So I'm watching some of his videos and I'm going, number one, you country. You country as hell. I thought I was bad. But at the same time, there's a certain thing about Kwame that, though he's country and very ignorant, there's a certain thing about him that I think, like, if I met him in real life, Kwame would be a real cool dude to be around. I wouldn't always agree with the things he says, because I know he got interviewed by Tommy Sotomayor, who that's another. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna say it. Tommy Sotomayor, Brandon Tatum, who's another one? Who's another one? Like Tommy Sotomayor, Brandon Tatum, the Hodge twins. I don't agree with their views in the least. None of them. But I do agree they can all allow me to do this one thing to each and every one. They can allow me to sit on their faces and give them this icon for about 10, 15 minutes. And that's it. Just saying. But that's about all. But I think the Kwame thing, he's riding it until the wheels fall off. Kwame actually reminds me a little bit of Kaya. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Just very blunt, very just off the cuff, even though I think Kaya's she can be a bit more toxic sometimes. But yeah, Kwame that's my playboy friend. And all the other ones I mentioned, they just some Jew. I just buy a meal at Waffle House and keep it moving. But anywho, but yeah. So, but no, I agree with you, Chalisa. Angela Stanton is very toxic and very, just to me, like when I think about her daughter, the one thing that pops in my head is I think about Iyanla Vanzant when Iyanla was like, I think it was one episode when she was like, she's not safe with you. That's what I feel. I feel like Angela's daughter isn't safe with her mother, because I feel like her mother's just very bitter and nasty, and also too, you got poor Jason Lee. Like, I'm not a fan of Jason Lee at all. I think Jason Lee is another one. I think Jason Lee is dirty. Now, in the beginning, when he came out and he was like, oh, I was offered $1 million by Viacom and I turned him down. But yet you're still on here doing toxic, nasty shit and predatory shit on top of that. So, no, I'm not a fan of either one. Angela Stanton or Jason Lee or Candace Owens. Not a fan of them. I'm not a fan of the Brandon Tatum and, the Hodge twins. And I'm not a fan of them at all. I think that they are spreading this information. Now, I think you have a right to your opinion. Does that mean I have to agree with it? Of course not. That's what makes us us. That's what makes us human. But I am not a fan of any of those people. Like I said, Officer Tatum and Tommy and, all of them. I'll put this icon on this icon on their face too, on their nose. Swipe like a credit card, checking account, do what I need to do. But that's about it. Those are the kind of men like Officer Tatum and the Hodge twins and Tommy Sotomayor. Those kind of men, those are the men you let beat your kitty up real cute. And then you give them Uber fare, cash out from the Uber money, and you send them home. That's what you do with them. You don't build long-term things with them. You don't build soul ties with them. Just saying, because that can be dangerous. Yeah. It is true though, and actually, come on now. Excuse me. Y'all know it's true. Oh, speaking of people, coming and going and things like that. How do y'all feel about Iyanla ending her show? She finally has ended Iyanla Fix My Life after, I think, 8 seasons. She's done. How do y'all feel about that? I personally am, how do I say this? I'm glad that she's ending her show. But at the same time, I feel like, okay, I'm glad she's ending her show for her. But I also feel like her show has become too sensationalized. And that's beyond her control. I think that's more so because you're in the lane of television. You know what I mean? And in TV, It's about ratings. It's about getting people to watch. That's why Frankie and Neffy kept. It's not Frankie and Neffy. Solo and Neffy kept coming back. And Lisa Ray and all them because it was it was TV. But what I noticed about the last two, I would say the last two shows that she did, the one about the women that were like all boss women or whatever, that show was great. That was a great episode. But I would say around maybe I would say around season 3 was when Iyanla kind of lost me, and not her, but more so the direction of the show. Because in the beginning, the show was awesome. It was really good. It was very much like a group therapy. It was very much like group healing. But then around season 3, it became very sensationalized, and I can see why now she's ending it. And I don't blame her. I mean, because I think Iyanla's at a point now where she's like, listen, my job, I'm just here to help people to heal. I'm not here for TV. Right. That's a good guess. That's a good point, Five. We're selfish and we benefit from her gifts. And what do they do? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I can see that. Because that's the one thing that I didn't get about the couple. I think they were either about to be married or let me think. Were they about to be married or were they married? And the guy had a prosthetic leg because of diabetes. And the woman, she was like, oh, you're doing this for TV. You left me in a hotel lobby and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, but if you know the deal, and here's the thing. Right. And yeah, she did. And she actually said in one interview that one of the reasons why she stopped the show was because she got tired of people like picking on her and talking about her and talking about how she wasn't certified and blah, 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 blah. And all of that. And I'm like, and as somebody who has come very close to doing reality TV, I can tell you it's not a game. Like reality TV is very much about how it really is the whole thing of like, how far are you willing to go to get where you want to be? And if you're not careful, it will fuck you. Like it really will. It will fuck you up. Because I can remember being interviewed by a production company. And they were like, well, how bad? And I kid you not, they asked me this. They said, how bad do you want this? How bad do you want to be on TV? And I was like, I don't know. And for me, like, don't get me wrong. I think television is great. I think television is great exposure. But knowing what I know about TV, like knowing how I know somewhat of how the inner workings of television works, yeah, I can see why she's in her show because it's a lot. Like I honestly believe that the Braxtons should have never gotten a reality show. Never. Because here's the thing. All reality shows do, believe it or not, all they do is magnify what's already there. And that's why if you notice a lot of reality shows, people, they'll blame the show. They'll be like, oh, it was the show, it was this. No, it wasn't the show. The show just broadcasted what's always been there. But you just refuse to see it or you just put up with it. You know what I mean? But now that you have a camera in your face, it's bigger. You know what I mean? It's made to be bigger. So yeah, that's why I don't think I'd ever do. Not saying I wouldn't do TV because I actually would do television. Like I think television is a great medium if you know how to use it in the right way. But I wouldn't do a reality show. I just wouldn't. And if I were, I would do something like an Young to Fix My Life. Right. She understands that there is no integrity, there is no value. Right, exactly. And that's a lot for a woman like her who values truth, who values like, okay, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Like we're gonna get down to the bones. Like if we're gonna do this, let's do it. Like let's not sit here and pussyfoot. And unfortunately, a lot of people come into reality TV with negative intentions. Like, oh, if I get on the show, I can ride it out and be a star. No, not especially now because we're so oversaturated. Like I look at like the Zeus network, for instance. personally, I tried to watch is it Jocelyn? Jocelyn. I think it's Jocelyn. Jocelyn's Cap Jocelyn's Cabaret, or as I call it, Hookers on Parade. I tried watching it, and it didn't sit well with me. It was too petty. It was too mean girlish. There was too much color sharpness in it. Uh, I felt as if Jocelyn was like pimping them girls out. You know, I know pimping when I see one, or when I see it, I should say. You know, it just didn't sit right. And even the Zeus Network itself, I'm just not a fan of that Mean Girl TV. Mean Girl TV doesn't do anything for me. So and unfortunately, that's the culture we live in now. And I'm just like, why? For what? Like 40 fighting over some dumb shit. Like what is it, the baddies ATL or whatever, like with Natalie Nunn. Girl, if y'all don't sit down and go get a degree, okay, go learn something, please. All right, like go no. And I don't know why they got Tanisha Thompson they're looking like she's going to Sunday school, you know, going to baptismal. But you know, I just not here for it. Not here for none of that. So reality TV doesn't really mesh with me. Like it's funny. My daughter, she's trying to get me to watch Married to Medicine, right? And I keep saying I'm gonna watch it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch it yet. But I am gonna give it a whirl though. So like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV. I really don't. I tried to watch what's the name of that show with Salt and Pepper's daughter, Egypt. I tried to watch that, Growing Up Hip Hop or whatever. And the first thing I see is that little boy in a thong. Don't got no kind of ass. And you up there in a thong, just flopping around. Don't nobody want to see you. Cover it up. You don't got no kind of body, no kind of ass, just nothing. Just flat and crack. Don't nobody want to see that. Have something. If you're gonna show something, have something to show. I'm just saying. Have some titties, have something. Okay, Sam? I'm just saying. And I just listen, you know, I'm a part of the family. I deserve respect. No, honey, you deserve a meal. That's what you deserve. You deserve a happy meal. And fried. Respect. Just saying. Anywho, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get into Married to Medicine. I'm gonna try. I'm pretty sure I'll probably like that better because that's probably more my speed, you know, more grown and sex. Like I tried to get into Ready to Love. Is it Ready to Love? Ready to Love with nephew Tommy. I tried to get into that. I'm not, and even though Ready to Love is actually set here in Houston, but I'm not watching that because that's just a bunch of people just trying to put their brands out there, which I don't knock you for it. I don't hate your hustle at all because that's what you do with television. But we've seen it, and y'all ain't ready to love. And let's be real, how of you on there ain't ready to love? They ready to fuck. Let's call it what it is, people. Okay, let's call it what it is. It's not called Ready to Love. It's called Ready to Fuck. Y'all just calling it Ready to Love because it's on network. But let's be real, it's called Ready to Fuck. Okay, we know that. It's all right. Call it what it is. Put it on the Spice Channel. I mean, I'd watch that probably, especially if it included some, you know, things of that nature. I'd probably watch it. Just saying, you know. I'm being silly. I'm being silly as hell. Anyway, so I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Give me a thumbs up so that way I'm in the algorithm. You know, that way you guys can be like, oh my God, his videos are awesome. Because I'm trying to come on here and do it more consistently. Like I said, I was going to do a card of the day video last night. But baby mama was dead tired. Dead to the bed tired. So I was like, man. Okay. But, you know, I feel like come on here and say hey and, you know, chop it up with y'all for a while. Excuse me. So I have to ask you before I conclude. Since Memorial Day is upon us, I know some of you are working, some of you are sleeping, some of you are cooking. What is your favorite Memorial Day sweet treat? Like, what's something that you guys do? Like, normally for me, I do ice cream or I'll bake something, depending on the temperature outside of the weather. I normally do like a cake, or I'll just do something with strawberries. Like I'll do a strawberry shortcake. Yeah, I must be hungry because I keep talking about food. But what's the favorite sweet treat that you guys do? Because I can learn. I can learn something from y'all. So that's why I'm asking. Let's see, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. I know some people do. Well, no, apple pie is more of a fall thing. I don't know. I can't think. But yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I normally do like a strawberry shortcake or something, or some kind of chocolate sundae. That's what I normally do to celebrate. Or I normally go swimming. Hopefully, with everything going on, the pool might be open. So if the pool's open, I might go for a swim. Give me some vitamin D, get some healthy color. We'll see. But yeah. Yeah, but most of the time, like I said, with TV and me, I don't do a lot of TV. And if I do like retro TV or I do documentaries. I'm a documentary buff. I love docu-series. I love learning about like historical stuff, the seven lands of Rome. I love all that. Mysteries of the Bible, that's my kind of thing. So I wish this lighting was better. This lighting is awful. Oh well. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Memorial Day, but I'll do something that's nice, depending on the weather. Because like I said, the weather around here turns on a dime, so we'll see. But I figured I would come on here and just say hello to all of you. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for your comments and like questions and everything and your input. I love this. I love back and forth. So I'm definitely gonna try to come on here more often and do more lives with y'all. So until next time, my darlings, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Get some rest. Be safe. Mask up, even if you are vaccinated, even if you're not. Social distance. Do what you need to do. And most of all, love yourselves. Okay? I love all of y'all. You guys are my sugar bears. Thank you so much for all the likes and subscriptions and, just being a part of the Sugar Bear family. So until next time, I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.